I'm shocked and deeply saddened by the sudden and tragic passing of Reverend Dr. Myles Munroe, his wife Ruth, and Pastor Richard Pinder, and the other persons who perished with them in a plane crash at Freeport, Grand Bahama, late this afternoon. If I hesitate to call their names, it is not out of any disrespect, but only because it would be premature to do so at this early juncture when recovery and identification efforts are still underway. It is utterly impossible to measure the magnitude of Dr. Munroe's loss to the Bahamas and to the world. He was indisputably among the most globally recognizable religious figures our nation has ever produced. His fame as an ambassador for the Christian ministry preceded him wherever in the world he traveled, whether in the Caribbean, North America, Asia, Europe, or Africa. He was a towering force who earned the respect and admiration not only of Christian adherents, but of secular leaders both here at home and around the world. Dr. Munroe was a man of immense charisma and persuasive appeal. Whether one agreed with him or not, there was never any question that Dr. Munroe was a man of deeply held principles who never hesitated to speak truth to power. He was regarded by a great many persons as the conscience of the nation. Certainly, he was among the most defining and influential spiritual leaders of the modern Bahamas, and I dare say of the wider world of Christian evangelism as well. Although Dr. Munroe and I disagreed on some matters over the years, I regarded him as both a personal friend and a spiritual mentor. I leaned on his counsel in a number of important matters, most recently in the consultations with religious leaders on the pending constitutional bills, a process in which he took an enthusiastic and constructive part, helping even to redraft one of the bills that had met with a great deal of public controversy. This is particularly difficult loss for the BFM church family to have to bear. I hope, therefore, that all my fellow Bahamians will hold the BFM membership and the family of those who died in their thoughts and prayers in the coming days. But in truth, we all need to comfort each other because the loss of Dr. Munroe is a loss that we all feel as Bahamians and as a Christian nation. Reverend Dr. Myles Munroe was a great Bahamian of universal renown, who leaves our nation and the world a better place because of the power and passion of his preachings and the excellence of his example. He will be greatly missed both here and abroad. On behalf of the government and people of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and on my own behalf and that of my family, I extend deepest condolences to all of the families of the persons who perished this afternoon and to all the members of the Bahamas Faith Ministries. May the souls of all of the departed rest in peace.